It has been assumed that diatomic molecule it behaves as a harmonic or anharmonic oscillator, but the radiant energy which is absorbed in this region it brings about simultaneous changes in vibrational as well as rotational energies of the molecule. So this fact is observed in the fine spectra of rotational band, and you will be getting a combined spectrum which is known as vibrational rotational spectra. When we see just vibrational energy changes, they are 100 times more than the rotational energy changes. So when the molecule is executing simple harmonic oscillation or anharmonic oscillation, this rotational vibrational energies they were considered as independent events, and it was assumed that there is no interaction between them, but the total energy if we see of the vibrating rotator it is taken as the sum of the rotational and the vibrational energy. So when we take E rotational vibration, that will be E rotation plus E vibration. So E energy, rotational vibrational energy will be sum of E rotational and E vibrational energy. So we will be seeing what is E rotation, as we have already discussed this. That will be equal to h square upon 8 pi square I j plus 1. And E vibration, that is V plus half h upon 2 pi root k by mu. So I'm taking summation of this. So this equation is V plus half h upon 2 pi root k by mu, and h square upon 8 pi square I j plus 1. Now 1 upon 2 pi root k by mu, that is V, that is the vibrational frequency. So this whole I will be replacing by V. Similarly, h upon 8 pi square IC, that is B, rotational constant. So here I am writing BHC j plus 1. Now we will be considering that the vibrational and rotational energies they are changing simultaneously, and let us say that a transition is taking place from lower rotational level to the lower vibrational level V2. Now as we know that within the vibrational levels there will be rotational levels. So this is the lower energy state V2, this is the higher energy state V1, and the vibrational within the vibrational level as rotational levels are there, so they are represented by 0 1 2 3, that is J2, and 0 1 2 3, that is J1. Now when the transition is taking place from the lower vibrational state to upper vibrational state, such that it is taking place from the lower rotational state of this to higher rotational state of this. So in that case we will get delta J to be equal to plus 1, because if you subtract this, that is upper state, that is at 1, minus lower state, that is 0, you will be getting plus 1. Similarly, upper state 2 minus lower state is 1, again you will get plus 1. 3 and minus 2, you will get plus 1. So in this, the transition it is taking place from lower vibrational state to upper vibrational state. But if we see the rotational state, this is at lower state, this is at higher state, that is this is 0, this is 1. So if you take delta J1 minus J2, you will get plus 1. Similarly, if we see here, again the transitions they are from lower vibrational state to higher vibrational state. But if we see the rotational state, this is at higher energy, this is at lower energy. So if we take the difference, we will get minus 1. This is the equation for the energy between the two states. That is V1 minus V2 H mu plus BHC J1 plus 1 minus J2 plus 1. So we will see this case first when delta J is equal to plus 1. So when delta J is equal to plus 1, we will see what is the energy, that is equal to H mu plus BHC to J2 plus 1. And the vibrational frequency that will correspond to V is equal to Vv, that is the vibrational frequency, plus 2b J2 plus 1. Similarly, we will get for delta J is equal to minus 1. So from same equation, that is delta J1 minus delta J2 is equal to minus 1, you will be calculating the value of J2, and this value you will be putting in the overall equation. So you will get this value, that is h mu minus bhc 2 J plus 1, and the vibrational frequency, that will be Vv minus 2b J1 plus 1. Now this corresponds to P branch, that is the frequency, it will be at a lower frequency. So the transitions, it can be easily calculated whether you are getting delta J to be equal to plus 1 or delta J to be equal to minus 1. So it is clear that the R branch and P branch spectral lines, they are equally spaced on either side, because when you calculate the vibrational frequency for this, it comes to be 2b. You can see from one rotational level to another, and in this case also it will come to be 2b. So they are equally spaced, and on either side their frequency, it goes on decreasing gradually on either side. So when we add the equations, so let us first see this transition, that is when it is taking place from zero level of this to first level of this. So that's for the R branch I am saying. So when I calculated, putting the equation, these values 1 and 0, I am getting 2b. Similarly for P branch, when I am calculating, that is from this first level to zero level of this, I am getting it to be 2b. This suggests that they are equally spaced. And if I consider the transition, that is from the zero level of this to the zero level of this, and if I substitute the values, so we will just get V is equal to Vv total. It means that such transitions, they are not possible, and that is known as what is called the band center.